Hi, so I won't keep you for too long. I know everybody's waiting to top up their glasses. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a whistle-stop tour about what we've been doing and the journey we've been on to try and become more of a customer-centric organisation. So we know that competition on the high street is pretty fierce, thanks to all of you lot being so good. So we really do struggle to find a way to get our customers to us, despite the fact that we're selling very similar products. We've got quite similar delivery propositions, and a lot of the functional, rational reasons for shopping are quite similar across the retailers. What we really want to do is find a way to connect with our customers on a more emotional level, and want to find a way to make them feel the way that we want them to about us and about themselves. So we know that there are touch points that they interact with us, and there's pretty much an opportunity at every single one of these for us to wow them, to inspire them, to make their experience with us the best it could possibly be. So whether that's them receiving a parcel and it's beautifully packaged, the delivery note is beautifully written, maybe there's an extra special something in there, and then feeling completely like all of their expectations have been exceeded, or they've got a particularly helpful contact centre agent. All of these will form their view of us, and we want to make every single one of them as good as it can possibly be. But what we really do struggle with, and I think this probably is a common problem, is how we capture that feeling and how we measure it. So we want to know that we're going in the right direction. We want to know that the things we're doing are the right things for the customer. So putting a number against a feeling like that is something that we're trying to work out how to do, especially because our data looks a bit like this. So this is what we know about our customers, and it's not pretty. It's not particularly well connected, and we really struggle to work out how they're shopping with us across channels, across browsers, across devices, and the journey between them all, seeing as they are increasingly complex journeys that our customers are taking. So for us, really, no matter what our internal diagrams look like, our structures, our organisational charts, we want to make sure that the customers are having a seamless brand experience across all channels, but make sure that we're making the most of the unique properties of each of them as well, so that we're giving them the best experience possible. Because what we're finding is that expectation from our customers is growing ever faster, and keeping up with the pace is really tough, because a lot of their expectation is formed by the experiences they're having with you lot, but also with people outside of the retail market. So Facebook, Apple, Google, they're all providing expectations of interfaces that are amazingly slick, beautiful, and easy to use, and this is how our customers expect to be able to interact with all of us as well now. So really what we did as a company was started with our philosophy. So we embarked on a really big project to look at how we can get to a position where we can keep up with this expectation growth. Our customer philosophy for our team was really established to try and give ourselves the best possible shot at keeping up. So for us, we wanted all of our whole team to understand the vision of where we're going and really what we are as a team are trying to do together. So first thing was putting customer insight at the centre to inform our strategy, prioritisation and decision making. Establishing a point of difference in everything we do. So why is it that customers would come to us rather than one of you guys? Making sure our brand always speaks with confidence and authority. Being an agile business, moving quickly, testing, learning and failing fast. And designing for touchable interfaces first, but ensuring consistency across our channels. So the first thing we did was a really big piece of work around our brand, because that's something that is very important for our customers to understand and engage with us. So a little bit of a whistle-stop tour of that. our customers really love fashion and they really want help navigating it. They're not necessarily the most confident in being able to choose what they want, so our job's really there to help them and support them through that process. They're really excited about finding their own style. They're excited about looking great on that really big occasion, and so that's where they come to us. And we have one of our core principles as a business and USPs is the fact that we have such a large number of brands, and some really great ones as well. So we offer a really fashionable brand shopping experience to customers. And we like to think our staff also share their passion for fashion, so come along and make sure that every single person who people talk to in store also are on the same level in terms of fashion. So this distilled into our strapline, which was styling the sensational you. And our brand role, really an internal role for us, is making sure that we're inviting and welcoming to customers. We don't really go for exclusivity, but somewhere where they can come and feel safe to experiment and find out new things, and really making sure that we're providing that experience where they can get the thrill of the transformation and find something amazing for that special occasion, whether it's a wedding or going to the races, but it's something where they can really feel amazing. So inviting, empowering, sensational, and that distilled into our strapline. You can be you no matter who, or be you no matter who. So one of the next things we did was we embarked on a project with Practicology to look at our internal team structure to make sure that we're set up for growth and our plans for growth in the coming years. So we were previously set up as a very much a channel organised business, so we had an online team and an offline team. And we tried to get away from that to make sure that we had more consistency. So we looked firstly at a really simplified view of the customer journey, so from awareness, consideration, conversion, loyalty, and then advocacy. And all of these, all the way through, we obviously, the insight is incredibly important to all of it, but then accountability for each element of these journeys is also incredibly important, and the handoff between teams. So our Project Gold, as we called it internally, was really set out to look at what our business will look like when 50% of our sales come from the digital channels, both here and internationally, and making sure that the entire organisation is ready for multi-channel growth that we needed to deliver. So it won't come as any surprise that we kind of came up with a structure where customer insights at the centre, and we have the three other teams in the channel, the customer department, are multi-channel trading, branding creative, and digital product. And so this established the customer team, which sits under our Chief Customer Officer. So the idea being that we're channel agnostic and we're able to deliver very much consistent experience to customers across channels. And top-level structure. So our processes also have had to change quite a lot since then as well. So one of the things was to make sure that we're agile and enabled us to continue to develop as quickly as we can and meet those changing expectations. We've started working in a way that was borrowed from Spotify. So matrix teams of kind of product owners, UX, UI developers, and making sure that we are, or they're able to have everybody that they need in one place to work on a project and get it off the ground in a really agile manner, testing and learning, and make sure it's the right thing to do before it goes live. And user-centered design process, so obviously putting insight, again, really central to the whole process and iterating based on the feedback that we get throughout that. So, really for us, we've obviously evolved quite a lot to have greater focus on the customer, and we think we're really setting ourselves up to be able to exceed that expectation in future. but obviously only time will tell, and even Marty McFly didn't manage to predict the future, as it turns out today. So I think the most important thing that we've done is built in quite a lot of flexibility, so we're able to adapt to that in future as well. So, and that was me. Thank you.